What? Uh, what? Hi. You caught me? Ah! Did not do. Oh my. Hello there. I am Ash Mannix, and once again, we're playing the house in Fata Morgana. In the last part, we stopped just before Pollyanna. I think her name's Pollyanna or Polly. And I've already forgotten the kid's name. Not 1 second. It's Javi. That's it, Javi. And Javi entered the mansion, or have they've approached the mansion that the beast, Bestia, resides in. The house, Fata Morgana, I'm assuming. So, yes, and it looks like Polly was maybe spotted by someone in the house. We don't know who. So, yes, interesting stuff. So, like, maybe she's already got herself in trouble. She's already got herself caught. So let's just jump into things, shall we? Enter the mansion. I will switch to the no avatars, full screen. This time I'll remember to do that. Enter the mansion. Oh wait, no. Maybe I've done a bad thing. No. Ah, nuts. That's like clicking to start the game. Ah, how did I forget how to do this properly? Wait. There we go. Go back to config. Actually, I can just do load. Load. Yes. Here we are. Ah. Again, not on the ball. Hey, Polly. Open up. Please open the door. Stop it, you idiot. What do you think you're doing? Please, open the door. Polly, you promised me. Have you lost your mind? The only thing here is a... It's not a beast. Huh? It's not a beast. A beast isn't living in this mansion. You're wrong. It is. There's a beast in there. A Bestia. Get away from the door, the beast. It's not a beast. Open the door. Open the... Oh. Ah. I knew it. I knew it. I was right. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive. I never stopped believing. What is going on here? What is going on here? I knew you wouldn't die. Would you? Yukimasa? What was that? I had faith you were still alive. I wanted to prove it. And I was right. I'm so glad I have faith. I'm so glad I didn't give up. I missed you so. All this time, I've never stopped thinking about you. I've never stopped imagining our reunion. Yukimasa, I'm so glad you're alive. Wait, that was his name. Stop it, Polly. Get away from him. That's... the beast. Oops, maybe I said that too loud. Did she... What's going on here? What is this? You'll kill me if I don't kill you. So I must show you that I will. I must show you that I'm serious. I must kill you or you just won't understand. You just won't understand. If I don't show you firsthand, you just won't understand. I'll make you understand. I'll make your flesh and bones understand. I'll kill you, I'll kill you. What is going on? What the hell? Why does he look like him? That's it. Cry for me. Beg for your life. Pray for my mercy. Weep and struggle and suffer and die. Look at this. No one can stand up to me. Humans have no chance against beasts. I'm dumbfounded. Did he not kill the merchant? Was the merchant not this Yukimasa guy? And so... Man. Oh no. Kimasa, what's wrong? What? Oh no, I've got a bad feeling about this. I think I know what's the matter? It's me, it's Pauline. I came to find you. I've missed you so much. Yukimasa? Sorry, I still don't understand your language. Ah, wait! Where are you going? Stop it, Polly. Don't go after him. Polly! Why are you running from me? Don't you recognize me? It's Pauline, your love. But why? Your katana. Why would you point that at me? You're scaring me. What's gone into you? I don't like this. This is a repeat of when he came across the other quote Bestia. I think it was that was actually her, and this is us like retreading that whole thing. But now we can see what they both look like. Hey, what's the matter? Yukimasa, do you know who I am? What happened? You used to be able to speak my language so fluently. Let's talk. What do you say? Put that thing away, please. It's dangerous. What? What? Hi. You caught me? Did not do. Oh my. My God. No. So hot. Why? Yukimasa, it's me. It's Pauline. Open your eyes. Oh, it's him. No, stop. Yukimasa. Please stop this. I'm begging you. Why? Why would you do this to me? Stop it, Yukimasa. Stop this. His blade, held high above my head, glimmers. Why? He's the beast? Tell me, Yukimasa. Did you kill all those villagers? Are you going to kill me? Why? Oh, this guy's relentless. Please stop. Oh man, this is doing no good for my throat. Wow. Okay, it's me, it's Pauline. Please open your eyes. Let's go back to my town. I never got the chance to ask if you wanted to move to my country. Then and have to wait so long to see each other. What do you think, Kimasa? Wow. Burn in hell. Why? Tell me. Why? Wow. Wow. Oh no. What happened here? I'm grateful that you cannot see, because you would certainly think me a beast if you were able to see this. Because you cannot see, you do not know what I look like. But I do know. Another beast like me broke into the mansion. Was it? I protected you. Did I not? I protected you. Say that I protected you. That I did this for you. Actually a beast? Wow. Wow. Oh man, this is horrible. I can hear a woman's voice. I can't keep my eyes open. I wonder who she is. They seem like they're really close. You someone else? Then you have just said so. I wouldn't be angry. We've been apart for so long. But this does kind of hurt. It hurts. Can't take it. Just once, could you turn back and say my name? I proved it. That you're still alive. We were lovers, weren't we? But why? You said you wanted a peaceful life. I can't take this. It hurts so bad. Yuki Masa. I can't take. Can't take. What I want most is to spend a nice quiet life with you. I don't need anything extravagant. Just an ordinary life, slowly growing older, having 3, maybe 4 children. We'd never fight, and eventually, before I knew it, I'd be an old lady. Thinking, it was an uneventful life, but it was the best I could have asked for. That's the life I want. And what about you? Yes, I too wish for a peaceful life with you. Is this the beast? Polly? Couldn't. Again, I couldn't do it. Ah. 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 Well, that is a long scream. I'm not. We failed someone once again. Master. Master? What is the matter? You look pale as a ghost. What? I lied to you. I have not told you a single falsehood, master. Ah, about the beast. That means you were seeing her memories then. Is that so? That must have been quite difficult to witness. But I assure you, I have told you no lies. Bestia was convinced he was a beast. As a servant of this house, it is my responsibility to present my former master to you as he saw himself. This would have been a very different story had you not discovered the truth. A beast meets a white-haired girl and learns humanity. That tale would have been far easier on you, I'm sure. By remaining in the dark and seeing the story through his eyes alone, you would not have had to witness that poor girl's miserable death. And that perhaps would have been better for you. But the reality you observe through our eyes changes the truth of his tale. And it sounds like the visions you had did not run in parallel to the events I described for you, but took place slightly earlier in time. Which means that, yes, her fate was set in stone well before you ever saw it. I do have to wonder, though, why did Bestia believe the woman to be a beast like him? Perhaps it was because her hair, eye, and skin colour were similar to his own. The poor young woman who called upon the mansion did indeed resemble Bestia. They were of a similar race. Were they? Half of her blood was of the same race as his. But was that the only reason? Would that be enough for him to mistake her for a beast? I have my own theory. His memories may have played a role. I suspect Bestia was afraid the memories from when he was human would cause him to waver. But that is simply my own speculation. Perhaps he had merely lost his grip on reality. How well have you come to understand Bestia? You do appear to think he was an ordinary human who believed himself to be a beast. But where does the line between man and beast truly lie? That I do not know. Master, if, like Bestia, you were to lose your memories and endure persecution and degradation until you broke, would you still remember those you care for? Now, our tale is not yet over. The web of misfortune was tightly, oh so tightly entangled. It could not be unravelled. Let us return now from her memories to the point we left off in our old story, just after the white-haired girl had disrobed, showing Bestia the difference between her and him. This was, yes, several days following the young woman's death. The blood in the hall had been cleaned up, and there was no trace of it any longer. He had made a tremendous mistake, though the only people aware of that mistake are you and I. There is, perhaps, a chance the white-haired girl had realized, but she knew nothing of the woman. So I entreat you not to fault the white-haired girl for trying to be kind to Bestia. She is without sin, in any and all times. Ooh, wait, she is without sin in any and all times. Interesting. The beasts know. The man made the white-haired girl put her clothes back on. He seemed to have calmed down a bit. After examining her body and comparing it with his own, he was once again coming to think he might not be a beast. In the past, he would have rejoiced to have proof of his own humanity. However, there was for him then the seed of several new doubts. You said I am human. Yes. Do you still believe this? I certainly do. You are simply mistaken. You believe yourself to be a beast because of what the villagers said. Why did you call me a beast? Why did they call me a beast? If I were able to see, I could surely answer all your questions. But I cannot, so all I can offer you is my conjecture. Go on, tell me. I suspect that you do not come from this country. No, you do not come from this continent. You came to this continent from far, far away, perhaps even across the seas. This land has been cast into turmoil by the war. Fortunately, no fighting reached the village, but it has blocked trade routes, stripped them of their independence, and cast a dark shadow over their hope. They are quite devastated, I imagine. Wait, why does she know all this? And then you showed up. From what I have heard, this area is not particularly friendly to people from other countries, even less so those from another continent. I doubt they know much about distant lands. They had probably never seen someone like you before. But in addition, you would have been wearied and worn. I guess you were emaciated, wasting away. Enough so that you did not even look like yourself. Do you remember how you arrived at the village? When I woke up, I was on the beach. I don't remember anything before that. My joints all ached and I was incredibly thirsty. I was in so much pain. I sought help. But nothing I said got through to the villagers. I did not understand what they said either. But the one thing you did understand, that they calling you Bestia. Right. And I also understood that the word was used to describe beasts. The way they looked at me, it wasn't normal, so I imagine at first, they simply didn't want the trouble. They didn't actually think you were a beast. Simply that this wretched man and familiar in appearance who had washed ashore resembled a beast. Washed ashore? You were in an accident, were you not? While crossing the sea. I do not remember. I can't remember. No, I mustn't remember. If I am not a beast, that means the other beast wasn't one either. What did the beast look like? It looked somehow similar to me. Its hair color, skin color, eye color. The way it spoke seemed vaguely familiar. It was. I cannot accept that. If I do, then that means I have done something terrible. No. What? They did call me a beast. I was in fact a beast. As I've been saying, that's because... Tell me I'm a beast, please. Let me remain a beast. How do you imagine he saw the world? I cannot even begin to fathom. But you can never know what someone else sees. And there is nothing to say they see the same thing as you. As you and I have seen different things, so too did the man and his lover see different things. Or perchance the true shape of the world is visible only through the white-haired girl's sightless eyes. Do you think the reason he so stubbornly rejected his human memories is because he had taken the life of his beloved? I personally believe there is more to it than that. I mean, he has murdered a whole bunch of people in horrible, horrible ways. He's committed countless crimes against humanity. I feel like that's a bit of it. Someday, you shall remember. You shall remember everything. I will not allow you to avert your eyes. Remember that you have always been a beast, incapable of saving anyone, only of taking. Remember and suffer, agonize, writhe, anguish, grief, suffer. Oh, this is harsh. Dear. Such a damn shame. Our homeland is but a stone's throw away, and they still won't let us in. But how long are they going to maintain this stance? Regrettable, isn't it, son? Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Captain Asuma. We make it this far in the white men's ship, but they give no response to our missives. I'm not sure it's even reaching the magistrate's hands. It's so difficult to be even the slightest bit accommodating to your fellow countrymen. They seem to be treating the white men rather poorly as well. I hear they imprison them in a tiny man-made island. There's no way to make friends. Well, all things considered, we can hardly call this our homeland anymore, anyway. For how many generations has your family lived overseas again? I am the third. I see. Then I doubt you have any attachments to this land. That's not true. I may never have the opportunity to set foot on her soil, but my spirit dwells within this land. My grandfather has told me much about this country, of her 4 rich, vibrant seasons and boundless beauty. I am deeply grateful that you invited me on this voyage to visit her, Captain Asuma. I have finally, if only at a distance, laid eyes upon my home. I cannot say when this era may draw to a close, but I hope the time comes when we proudly proclaim her our motherland. Can't find food this good back home. I eagerly await the day that becomes true. Indeed, as do I. I've lied to her. She believes I was born in the Orient, but in truth, I've never once set foot in that country. I was born in Europe. My family has not been permitted to return since my grandparents left. I can still remember as clear as day the look of profound regret on my grandfather's face as he departed from this world. He bequeathed unto me a katana, and on that day, that blade became the one object binding me to my homeland. I could not bring myself to tell her that I am disallowed to return home. I did not want her to think that I had been forsaken by my country, that my country would do such a thing. However, some part of me believes there was more to it than that. A smuggler? Yeah, I never would have suspected it. Not on this ship. One of the crew was conspiring with a government official. He hid unreported goods on board and delivered them in secret. What goods? Silver coins. Spanish coins trade far more than they're worth as currency. The official was sentenced to commit seppuku, but we are responsible for our own crew's punishment. I am still trying to decide how to handle it. Have him commit seppuku as well. The sailor has brought shame upon the entire ship. If he is made to take responsibility for his actions, then perhaps we can minimize the damage to our reputation. You make a good fair point. Unfortunately, he is not of this land. I doubt he is familiar with the ritual. Then I shall serve as a second and ensure he dies without issue. Have you lost your mind? I've been trained in the art. It's unlikely I should fail. You are not a samurai, though. I was born into a family of samurai. At least it was until 3 generations ago. But that blood still courses through my veins. Very well, then. That is how I shall do it. We now commence the ritual seppuku of our fellow crewman, Seedorf. Seedorf has, in violation of restrictions set in place by the shogunate, committed the grave crime of smuggling prohibited goods into the country. In order to atone for this betrayal of the truth of both nations, he vows to take his life here before you. Do you have any last words? I deeply regret that we should have to lose a companion with whom we have traveled the 7 seas in this manner. Do it. It wasn't me. What? It wasn't me. I've been set up. I didn't smuggle anything. I didn't know anything about any silver coins. I've been framed. Believe me, why should I... Oof. Yukimasa. He said the accusations were false. Lies to escape punishment. I could not allow him to continue shaming himself and us when his fate was already decided. It would only serve to tarnish the ship's honor. But an investigation was performed. It is our duty to trust those results. You're right. Yes, you're right. Good work. Now, this needs to be cleaned up. Yes, sir. Sure, I was mistaken, but I would like to ask you anyway. Were you smiling as you did it? You must have been seeing things. Oh. Was that really the only reason I couldn't bring myself to tell her the truth? What was that dream? Was that from my memories? No. Asuma? I've never met that man. Or that woman. No. I was just, no, it wasn't me. I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Not a thing, not a single thing. I'm a beast, not a human. I don't need those memories. Are you there? Are you there? Where are you? Come to me, be with me. Peace, my peace. Oh, this is the white-haired girl. Where are you? Where have you gone? Why? Why are you not at my side? Ah, don't remember anything. Stop remembering. A silver coin? Spanish silver. Some weeks after we set off back west, I found a silver coin in the ship's hold. I don't know if it got overlooked or dropped when transporting the rest, but there's just one. The first thing I think when I find it is that I should report it to Captain Asima. But instead, I slip the coin into my pocket and take my leave of the hold as if nothing ever happened. Eh? Not for the purpose of smuggling it for some extra cash. It only has extra value in the east. Back west, it's worth nothing more than its designated value as currency. So again, it's not for want of money. Well, damn. It seems Seedorf might have been innocent after all. Perhaps so. And if he had no hand in the smuggling, then I have done a horribly regrettable thing. No, as you said, an investigation was conducted. We had no choice but to believe the information we were given. Damn. You mustn't blame yourself. I feel bad for putting such an unpleasant responsibility on you. Not at all. Now, how do we handle this? I can't believe a silver coin was found in someone else's luggage. It would be best to handle this internally. Probably we have already made our amends with Seedorf's death. That's true. Though it would be prudent to try and discover from where he is acquiring the coins, so as to prevent another such incident. Should one of our crew be caught smuggling again, you will not be the only one asked to take responsibility. What the hell? I have great sympathy for you, Captain Asima. This is quite the headache. I can't imagine he would give up his connections just because we asked. We can force him. If he doesn't want to talk, then we can give him some encouragement. But I couldn't. Worry not, Captain Asima. I shall take care of the dirty work. You didn't trouble yourself with anything, Captain. Leave it all to me. Captain. Very well. I leave this in your hands, Yukimasa. Yes, sir. I don't like how eager he is to chop people's heads. How are you feeling? Hey, untie me. What's the meaning of this? A silver coin was discovered in your luggage. Huh? A silver coin? Interesting. It would seem you have quite a knack for acting. Hold on, I don't follow. I thought the smuggling problem was taken care of. Seedorf wasn't the only one doing the smuggling. It was you. Sorry, Seedorf wasn't the one doing the smuggling. It was you. Like hell, I've never seen any damn silver coins. This is some kind of mistake. Check my bags again. A coin was found in your luggage, regrettably. Captain Asima saw it himself. Lies, I swear I've never touched one. Is that so? I swear, never once. Please believe me, I'm no smuggler. I've done good work, even on this expedition. You know I'm not someone who would get involved in smuggling. I don't know what kind of person anyone is. We may have known each other for years, but that doesn't mean I have any way of knowing what you think in private, how you feel, what kind of person you are. You smuggled the coins, didn't you? I didn't. I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it. Who was your supplier? I'm telling you, I'm no smuggler. It puts Captain Asima in an uncomfortable position if you don't talk. You can't risk damaging our homeland's trust any further. I swear to God I had nothing to do with it. So you won't tell? How can I tell you something I know nothing of? I see. You believe me? So it's very, very important information. Enough so that you can't give it up so easily. In which case, I'll just do what I have to do until you talk. What are you? Whenever you're ready to talk, let me know. I'll stop right away. Hey, stop. Why? Quite the thick fingers you have. Let go. Why? But it's all meat. Your bones aren't any thicker than anyone else's. Ah! My finger. Oh, don't start screaming just yet. That was just the first. Your little finger. Next is your ring finger. Stop, please don't. I'm begging you. Are you ready to talk? I told you I don't know anything. Too bad. Ah! Your middle finger. Don't. Ah! Your right hand is going to be useless if you don't start talking soon. What do you want me to tell you? I swear I had nothing to do with it. What has you so stubborn refusing to talk? Is your supplier really worth going to such lengths to protect? No, I can't tell you. I don't know that's... Ah! All that's left is your thumb. Help, someone get me. Just so we're perfectly clear, everyone on board knows what you did. No one's going to come to a smuggler's aid. God, I can't take any more of this. Please stop. Ready to talk? What will it be? I'll talk. Okay, I'll talk. If anything you tell me is a lie, you can consider your life forfeit. Are you ready to tell me the truth? We will investigate the details of your confession. If you lie, we will find out. Understood? But I... Speak. But... Or can't you? I don't know anything. That's a shame. Ah, well, you won't be using your right hand ever again. Although, there's still 5 fingers left on your left. Are you in pain? Do you want me to stop? Yes, please. Alright. 4 left. That is quite the face. I wish I could show it to you in a mirror. What is wrong with you? You monster. I'm not doing this because I want to. You're the one forcing my hand by refusing to talk. Now go on, spit it out. You wouldn't believe anything I said anyway. How long have you been doing this? You're the first. Liar, you sick bastard. It's the truth, though. And why? Why are you smiling? 3 left. What'll it be? Will you tell me everything? No lies and no omissions. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. 2 left. It's surprising how easily they break. No. This is the last one. It burns. It burns. My fingers are on fire. Now, what next? It burns. It burns. It burns. Are you listening? Hello? This over a few broken fingers. Need me to wake you up? Let me tell you something. I'm the one who put the coin in your luggage. What the fuck? What? Of course, you don't know anything. Anyone get in here? The silver coin wasn't... Don't go shouting things you'll regret. It's hard to fight back with your hands in that condition. Having trouble breathing? Ah, well, are you? You need air? I guess it's hard to talk with my hands around your throat, huh? Do you want air? Alright. Then you can have some air. Anyone, please get. Just don't learn. I can see the words written on his face. Why? Why are you doing this? Why? That is a good question. I'm not even sure myself. Hey. Answer me. Well, damn. I missed the opportunity to use my katana. I tossed the man's body overboard. My story will be that he sneaked out while I wasn't looking, and threw himself into the sea. As I watched the sack of flesh sink to the depths, I'm thoroughly shocked to realise I don't feel the slightest bit bad about what I've done. No regrets, no remorse, nothing. I comprehend that the things I've done are reprehensible, that they're evil, but that knowledge wasn't sufficient to restrain my urges. There's an itch I felt deep within my chest ever since the moment my blade sunk its teeth into Seedorf's neck. I don't know what to call it, but I feel like I'm floating, like everything swirling about inside me has been unleashed, set free. There's also an edge of anxiety, though. If I continue down this path, what might I transform into? Despite feeling not the slightest bit guilty about the horrible things I've done, I still fear this life I've made slipping away from me. I want something to anchor me. What exactly am I? Is this what I wanted to become? The kind of man who can take another's life without flinching, fully aware of his actions? And if that's truly what I am, perhaps it would make things easier if I did lose everything. Oh, don't scare me like that. And where did you pick up a word like ninja? I never took you for someone so pretentious. I'm sorry. You just look so much like a rabbit there, the way you were tossing your head back and forth, looking around for me. Oh, you. Ninja. I don't know how to pronounce that, to be fair. Ninja is something you call a child. Not a little girl anymore. I'm sorry, really. Don't be so mad, Pauline. Not mad at all. It's been a year and a half. We finally get to see each other again. That we do. Did you have any trouble out at sea? Did you fall ill or get caught in a storm? Or run into any kind of danger at all? No, there was no trouble. Everything went fine without incident. The sea god was watching over us, I suppose. I don't know. What am I? Who am I? Who? What is this room? What are those coloured windows? Was here before in the mansion? I know what that is. It's an angel. The angel. The angel it's looking at me and laughing. That angel is looking down on me and laughing. What are you doing? The angel is laughing at me. The angel. So the angel. Where were you? I went to the kitchen to get a drink of water. You have nothing to worry about. I will not run away from you. I am not human. Am I? I am not human. You are. Not a human. You are. You. Alright. I imagine it's quite disconcerting having lost your memories. But no matter what happens, you will always be you. Don't be afraid. But those words of encouragement I really wanted to hear. Am I afraid of being myself? I don't know. Don't think about it. I am a beast with no memories. Oh, this is messed up, man. Oh, this story is messed up. More messed up than I thought it would be. I thought the last story was bad. Damn, this just like takes it up about notches it up to like 11. His psyche drifted erratically between human and beast. He accepted himself as human. It might cause memories better left buried to return to him. If he accepted himself as a beast in exchange for his memories, he would no longer be able to rejoin human society. The white-haired girl fervently supported him in these precarious times. I was quite amazed. I had never imagined she would grow to be such a strong woman. Nevertheless, God is a cruel master. For what strength he gave her spiritually, he took an equal part from her physically. Though she persisted, day in and day out, to stay by the man's side, one day she suddenly fell ill. With her in the throes of a high fever, and not knowing the cause, he fell into a perpetual panic. There was no medicine in the mansion. They could hardly manage to put together sufficiently nutritious meals. Though there was no medicine, maybe there was something else that could make her feel better. However, everything he could think of required him to leave the house. Hey, is there anything you would like? Anything I would like? I'm considering visiting the village. I see. You're going to the village. I thought I may be able to get some medicine. I would prefer to bring a doctor here, but no one would come if they learned you were in the mansion. So, he was planning to put on a disguise, enter the village as a person. The white-haired girl smiled when she heard his idea. She had, after all, always wanted him to think of himself as human. However, because she was so pure-hearted, she did not comprehend the full extent of the slaughter he had confessed to committing. The revenge he had taken on those who had chased him around, how sinister his cackling and furious his reaping. She did not grasp just how serious it was. He had faith that Bestia had kindness in his heart. If you cannot get any medication, then buy me some oranges, please. Oranges? This is a land blessed by the sun. You should be able to find some wonderful fresh oranges. Will that milk make you feel better? Yes, it should. Okay. Bestia's mind was made up. He would don the skin of a human for her, to protect the peace he had. He would return to the place that had left him with many painful memories. It was, to him, the source of his fear. Whenever he let his guard down, their shouts would play back in his mind. Bestia. Bestia, Bestia. Hideous beast. Though he had physically conquered the people who lived there, Bestia's memories of the village still haunted him. But her health meant more to him than any of that. He was willing to cast aside his fears if it meant the white-haired girl would recover. The girl still in her bed, he made his way out of the mansion. He crossed the overgrown forest, pushing forward one step at a time, all the while trying to brush aside his apprehension, until he arrived at the village. This is where they called me a beast, where I was almost killed, and where I killed them. I look different than I did then, dressed differently too, but can I play the part? Can I act a convincing enough human? I have no choice. There are no other villagers. I can't let her die. Excuse me, could you answer a question for me? A village man is looking at me, only for a moment. But for me, that moment is tortuously long. A faint look of panic crosses his face, perhaps in fear of my appearance. He's staring at me. Will he point his finger and call me a beast? Will the other villagers come to kill me? However, I haven't seen you around here before. He didn't recognize me. Yes, I come from a faraway land, and I am unfamiliar with this area, so... Ha ha ha, you're dressed like a nobleman. On a secret trip or something. Something like that. You look really pale though. Searching for a doctor? Ah yes, but not for me. My companion has come down with a fever. Sorry to hear it. Well, I'd love to introduce you, but he's out right now, and he won't be back for a few days. I see. And where may I be able to buy fruit? There's a shop just round the corner. Thank you very much. Don't mention it. Do take care, traveller. It's dangerous out there. Starting to attract attention, but not the same kind as before. They don't look at me with revulsion, hatred, or furious indignation. They're simply curious. The village feels different than last time. Could I have changed this? Could I have changed this drastically? Or is it because I really did look like a beast then? And now I look like a human? I don't know. Excuse me. Me? Yes? I would like to buy some fruit. Some oranges. Oranges? Alrighty, just a sec. The fruit vendor doesn't recognize me as a beast either. Any other year and they'd be a lot plumper than this. But this year, we've had the end of the war, and this whole mess with the beast, and it's just been crazy. If you'd like, how about you come back in a few years and try oranges again? They'll be several times better, I assure you. I'll keep that in mind. You bet, that'll be... I'm sorry, I don't have any local currency. Would this suffice? What? How is... No good, I take it. No, on the contrary, it's hardly fair for you trading a jewel for a few oranges. That's all I have to offer. I hope you can exchange it for money. Sure. You nobles are something else. Noble. Aren't you? Though if you wander around dressed too well, you put yourself in danger. You might find yourself stripped bare by a bandit, or perhaps even catch the attention of the beast. The beast. Everyone mentions the beast. They speak of me. Have you heard of the tales? I have not. There's a beast den not too far from this village. It's attacked before, and we've been living in fear, never knowing when it might attack again. But that all ends today. The men have finally found their spines. They all got together and went out to exterminate it. What? And you'll never guess who's responsible. A kid, a little boy, is spearheading the attack. Never would have expected a little kid to whip all our lazy, cowardly men into shape. The boy's the only one who knows where the beast's den... Ah, hold on. What about your oranges? The men have banded together. They're going to kill the beast. Why now? Why, when I'm not there? I'm the beast. I'm right here. I'm what you're trying to hunt. The only person at the mansion right now is her. He regretted not asking the fruit vendor how long ago the party set off. But what good would that knowledge have done him? He had to hurry back regardless. The sun was beginning to set, draping the surroundings in a deep blackness. As if to keep him from returning home, the night wrapped its hands around his head, covering both eyes. In what direction did he have to head to return to the mansion? He stormed through the forest, and eventually the mansion appeared before him, like the world fading into view after a dream. Bestia was a tempest in the night, blowing through the overgrowth towards the house. Please make it in time. I need her. I need the peace that she provides me. The last thing I want is for her to die. In the blink of an eye, he was through the door, charging down the mansion's halls. He could not sense anyone else inside, though. All he could hear was the whoosh of the wind blowing into the house from somewhere. It seemed a window was open. Where are you? Where have you gone? Answer me, please answer me. He cried out the girl's name again and again until his throat was sore and his voice hoarse. But she did not respond. He rushed into her bedchamber. Hey, hello? Where are you? Where are you? Answer me. The man swung his head back and forth so hard he thought he might break his own neck, and when he made to look down, he slipped, falling on his tailbone. He felt something slick on his hands, a sensation he would recognize anywhere. The liquid was still warm. No, that cannot be. It can't. It can't. It cannot be. Muttering incomprehensibly in fear, he crawled back through the door of her chamber and into the corridor. Like a genuine beast, he followed the trail of slippery fluid on all fours. The trail glimmered like red wine. It stretched down the hall, past the living room, smeared across the floor like it had been wiped down with a mop. The man crawled and crawled and crawled until at last he reached the stairs leading down to the cellar. The ruby trail continued. From beyond the door he could hear men's voices. With a howl, the man stumbled down the stairs, throwing open the wooden door. His first impression was that the stench of blood was suffocating. And indeed, there he discovered the white-haired girl. He found himself unable to even scream. Her once porcelain skin was no longer even sickly pale. It was now the bloodless colour of dirt. She was sprawled haphazardly out on the cellar floor, dried blood stained around her half-open mouth. And those lips were, naturally, lacking their former rosin sheen. Her body was covered with an array of wounds, but the most prominent was the man's singular sword standing tall in her chest. This is the other Bestia? He doesn't look like the same. It's him. He's the same guy, he's the Bestia. Several villagers surrounded him at the behest of a young boy. He's gotten himself dressed up all proper and fancy, but good clothes don't make him a good man. Isn't that right, you Bestia? No. You murderer. Why did you kill her? 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 Why? You want to know why? Her death was an accident, I'd say. I feel bad about what happened, but any woman who would live with a man like you must be a witch. Does that hurt? Are you hurting right now, you Bestia? Then maybe now you understand. You not only stole my parents and friends from me, you ripped the last shard of hope I had from my hands. Do you get it? Do you finally understand how I feel? Now do you know how it feels to have someone you care about taken from you? Pauline, was desperately trying to find you. Why? Why would you kill someone so devoted to you? Do you understand what you've done? I'm asking you a question, you goddamn murderer. I see. Now I have nothing left. What? The man stepped forward, almost perfectly calm. His panic had vanished as if it were never there. His eyes were disturbingly vacant. Perhaps the sorrow had overpowered him, beating his heart into quiet submission. No, that was not the case. Though his eyes were empty, a faint smile spread across his lips. The transition was swift, as though a gear had switched in his mind. The boy and other villagers were frozen in place at the sight. Before long, the man was standing before the deceased girl's body. And then, he pulled the blade from her chest. I knew it. I really was a beast. And what I wanted was a tether. But what are you yammering on about? Didn't you care about that woman? Didn't you choose her over Pauline, who you then threw aside and butchered? What is wrong with you? What was she to you? She was my serenity. She's dead now. Nothing I can do about that. Peace, calm, tranquility. The man's behaviour was downright eerie, causing the boy to flinch back. Believing he'd had everything taken from him and could not possibly lose anything more was I imagine what had allowed him to stand up to the beast, the source of such crippling fear. Yet now he found himself unable to move. He found himself in the face of such an incomprehensible creature, paralyzed with fear. And the villagers were similarly dumbstruck. Not even I could understand his behaviour. What the hell is wrong with you? How can you laugh at this? I don't get it. How? How indeed? I wonder myself. I don't know either. But you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. Because every last one of my anchors has broken off and sunken into the sea. Damn it, get moving, kill him! I'll slaughter every last one of you. Ah, yes. My whole life, I've always wanted to kill. Wow. What was it that afflicted you with such madness? Losing your memory in the shipwreck? The abuse and insult you suffered at the villagers' hands? Or was it your grief at not being able to return to your homeland? No, none of those were the roots. You were always like this. You always bore those twisted desires. You held these deep, constant urges to cause others harm. That is your essence. The real you hidden beneath the mask of sincerity. The true beast was your heart. The beast was a convenient skin for you to wear. You wanted to be brutal, to be a brutal, savage murderer. You never really loved the white-haired girl, or the black-haired woman for that matter. You were merely attached to them. Fixated on the idea of a world of tranquility. You used this peace to anchor yourself, to prevent you from drifting off into the sea, into the ocean. Your desires. You yearned to cause pain, while also hungering for the opposite, a calm life. You idolized this idealized life, spent in quiet harmony with another, because you knew just how difficult it would be for you to attain. Far more difficult for you than satisfying your cravings, but not impossible. I, personally, had hoped you would find peace with someone rather than descend into savagery. It may have only been superficial, but it would have been very human. But ultimately, he slipped through your fingers, and no one was left to suppress your desires. You cannot, after all, hold them back yourself. What a tragic man. What a hopeless man you are. Weeping Manor. Oh, unlocked an achievement, Weeping Manor. Oh. The door to the cellar swung shut. You had fallen to the floor at some point, unable to bear the stench of blood. The maid stood behind you, her arms wrapped around your shoulders. The maid's voice was chillingly gentle. It was quite horrific, wasn't it? Are you feeling unwell, master? Oh my, you're shaking, master. Fear not. I assure you, the beast will not come through that door. I am here for you, and I will continue to hold you for as long as you need to settle your nerves. Oh dear, you feel like you might freeze in my arms. Am I really that cold? I cannot tell my own temperature. You wish to know what happened to Bestia after that? I could open the door once more and show you. But I have no intention of knowingly tossing you back into that den of horrors. He lost the rest of humanity, becoming wholly beast. But, to tell just a little more of the tale, it is my understanding that an entire village was ravaged shortly thereafter. He was a bewitchingly talented swordsman. Not a single person living in that village could stand up to him. In the women's memories you saw, he was a gentleman, yes? But even the mildest of men can change. Though personally, I believe that without an element of monstrousness buried somewhere within, a man cannot become a beast, regardless of what may push him in that direction. Do you follow? Now tell me, master, have you remembered anything? Oh dear, I was afraid of that. I am a remarkably patient maid. I'll accompany you for as long as you require. So do please find your memories. Now, let's head to the next door. The mansion is quite large, so hold on to my hand. We would not want to get separated. You and the maid travelled down the dimly lit hall, passing by the mirror once again. The light from the candle in the maid's hand was the only thing that reflected in it. The maid herself did not appear. However, just as you were about to avert your eyes, you thought you caught a glimpse of white hair. You heard a voice echo in the darkness, and when you turned to face the mirror again, the glass was the colour of obsidian, as if it had been painted over. The voice seemed to be coming from beyond the mirror. The maid did not turn back, evidently having not heard anything. You. Oh wow, there's a choice here. Oh, I feel like this is a let's right, save here. What to choose, what to choose. Extend my hand. You extended your hand toward the darkness overrunning the mirror. The second your hand brushed against the surface, the tips of your fingers sunk into it. And the next thing you realized, your whole world was sinking into darkness. You could hear a voice. Ooh, were we not supposed to? I don't know. Is this? I am the witch. Ooh. Okay, so we have jumped into this, the mirror. I don't know, I think it was a mirror. And it looks like we've unlocked a new story. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save here as, I'm going to lock that one probably. And I think I'm going to stop here for this part. Oh, so that was the ending of the story of the beast, which ended super badly. Wow. I mean, I think the maid did warn us that they all kind of end pretty badly. There's not going to be any good endings. But I didn't expect it to be that bad. So, oof. Oof. I'm wondering how much worse these stories can get. But yeah, I mean, what did you think of the story? Did you think it would end this way? Do you think the beast was the lover that Pollyanna, was it Pollyanna, was after, was searching for all this time? I didn't. I honestly didn't see it. I thought he was the guy that was killed, but I wonder if that guy was a representation of his good side, the side that wanted to live a calm life. That might be what that was a representative of, rather than an actual person. Ah, but yes, now I feel like, oh, I was kind of shocked by all of that. Good stuff. I mean, this is great stuff. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you like, do like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you find these interesting enough to want to watch more, do think about subscribing. And I'll leave you for now. So I am Ashmanix. This was the house in Fata Morgana. Hopefully I'll see you another time. Goodbye.